welcome back to my channel. I'm doing this a little bit different this time, but only this time. I'm bringing you the books that I read at the last half of August. I was trying to figure out a way to do this, but in order for me to do this, the TBRs for the month and everything else, I'm just going to go ahead and bring you what I read since my last update. So, I read 6 books, and I'm just going to go ahead and run right through them and give you a little bit of non-spoiler thoughts. The first one was Nearly Gone, and that is by El Cosimono. I did read the first book in that, and it was just in the Nearly Gone series, and it was really good, but this one, it was exactly the same. And it's like, I don't want the same. I don't want the same. We all know, if you've read it, we all know what she's about. So why do we want the same book? Here's a girl who, once again, didn't go to the police. Once again, thought that she could go ahead and do things on her own. Now there's jealousy involved and everything else. It was the same. And so I don't even know if I'm going to finish the series at this point, because I believe there's a third one. But that was just, I don't know. But I did end up giving it 2 stars on Goodreads. The second book I read, which happens to be the best book that I read last month, was Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Wow, I did not think it was going to be that great, because I saw the movie and I was so unimpressed. But this right here, this was a 5-star read for me. It was fantastic. I thought it was going to be hokey. It's just fantastic. And, you know, it causes you to actually think, because there's actual quotes by Abraham Lincoln. And then it caused me to do some research on Abraham Lincoln and the time. It was just a lot of fun, and it kind of just put me in like a little historical spin a little bit. The next book that I read was by Jennifer McMahon, and it is called Dismantled, and that was a good book. I did give it 4 stars. This book was basically about a group of friends that wanted to go ahead and kind of like wreak havoc on the community, and some bad things happened, and they end up growing up and everything, and you've got a creepy doll, you have someone that they feel is haunting them, you have a strange daughter. I mean, it was creepy, but it was really good, and I was really happy to have read another good book by Jennifer McMahon. The next one was also by Jennifer McMahon, and it was, and I did give it 2 stars, and it was called Promise Not to Tell. I did say originally that this was more 2.5 stars for me, but I would definitely stay with 2. This book basically is a good lesson for people. Don't bully other people, because there will be consequences for it, and you never know what those consequences are. It's about it was about these 2 girls that were really good friends, but one of them kind of just didn't tell anybody, even as an adult, that they knew this person, and it was just a really good read as far as that goes, but I was not too much of a fan of it. So again, 2 stars, 2.5 stars, something like that. But it's a good book for anti-bullying. The next book was a 4-star read for me, and it's called Don't Breathe a Word by Jennifer McMahon. This book was really, really good, and I was so happy to read this. It's about a little girl that wanted to go ahead and be with the King of the Fairies. And yeah, it was weird. I don't want to give it away, but the whole time you're going, King of the Fairies, is this real? Is this something twisted? I don't know. and you just read on and on and on, and then in the end it was totally unexpected, and I absolutely loved it. So definitely a 4-star read for me. I highly recommend that. The next book was Do Not Disturb, which is the sequel to The Girl in 6E. I gave this 5 stars. I love this. I love this just as much as the first one. It's fantastic. I love Deanna. I love the fact that, you know, she's in a relationship now. I absolutely loved it. And to see her grow as a character is just amazing. So if you haven't read The Girl in 6E, I highly recommend it. And then you definitely need to read the sequel. And so those are the 6 books that I have read at the end of August, the second half of August. So at the end of the month, I will bring you everything that I read in September. So now we could be on track. Just maybe a little bit. Hopefully. We'll find out. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to go ahead and give this a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.